Hi my friends, you know by now quite a lot. You know the terminology, you know numbers which is used for the symbolism in Tabernacle. Now, before we lay foundation next time for the sanctuary, we have to talk about measuring system, how we're going to measure and what system we're going to use for that. For now, measuring system. You see the brick wall behind me, and this is my house. The bricks always a symbol of construction. When you build a house, doesn't matter if it's a tiny house or the mansion, you always have to take consideration so much. The directions that the house is facing, the light that will be illuminating your bedroom, your sitting room, and so on. And everything has to be personalized for your own benefit, for your own comfort. Even the ceiling heights, the door frames, the sizes of the windows, everything has to be just as you want, according to your own preferences, to your own sizes. When God said, "Let them build a sanctuary for me, that I might dwell among them," He didn't say, "I will live in a sanctuary." He said, "I will live among them." Or another translation says, in the middle, in the center of the encamping. God doesn't want to live in a house. He wants to live with us. And we can't go up on our own to meet God in heaven. God comes down to us and takes form and body of the human, that we feel comfortable in His presence and we feel that size of God personalized for our size. He took our measurements and our sizes to become a standard of holiness, standard of measurements for us. A cubit, it's a personal measurement of your body. And I measured about 6 or 7 males, and all of them have cubit the same, around 50 centimeters. My cubit is smaller, from the top of your middle finger to the heel of your elbow. And this is your personal cubit. Let's see how many cubits we have in the width of our body. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you see those 4 cubits? Very good. What is the height of your body? How many cubits? What is the guess? 4 as well. Do you remember the code of Da Vinci? So how many cubits if you lift up your hand above your head? How many cubits? Definitely 1 plus 4. You have 5 cubits of the height of the body and 4 cubits of the width with open arms of your body. So this is the measurements of your body. Let's talk about the smaller measurements. Smaller than the arm, we have the hand. And we talk about finger width. Finger width, it's 4 fingers at the bottom of your finger, that breadth. And it's normally 4 fingers together. Mine will be shorter because my fingers are smaller. So 4 finger breadth. And then we talk about the span. Span, if you stretch out your hand from the top of your thumb to the top of your finger. And normally 2 spans in 1 cubit. So 2 spans in 1 cubit. If you count there, the span will reach till here 1 and second will be here 2 spans in 1 cubit. You're catching it. Next one is the finger width. 1 finger. We normally take the middle finger or sometimes they take a thumb. The width of the finger. In a breastplate, the high priest has 12 stones, and each stone will be the length of the thumb phalanx. That length might smaller, the males will be bigger. We always measure in males, right? in ancient time. It's always been the case. So one stone will be slightly bigger, like that, one phalanx of the thumb. So this is the personal measurements, bigger and smaller of your body. Ancient word for the measurement in the Bible for tabernacle is amma. It can be translated as an elbow or middle finger, and also can be translated as cubit. And normally, because the sizes of the body are different, sizes of the cubits will be also different, from 44.3 centimeters, and mine is 44 about, to the 52 centimeters, depends on the size of your body. Interesting enough that the Hebrew word amma, cubit, is the same root as another Hebrew word emet, which means truth, faithfulness, measure. And it's also a standard of length, or the cubit. That's important for us to know, the truth and the faithfulness. And this is the standard of measures for God. In the Bible, cubit used for many things. The measurements of the furniture, of the house, of the land, of the ship. Noah's Ark was built in cubits. Standard of the cubits in different ages and different countries are different. Egyptian added the extra hand to the cubit for Pharaoh to build his pyramids, and pyramids are built in a royal cubits. It's a bigger than the standard measurement of the elbow of the normal person. Maybe in bodily sizes he is not bigger, but just to show he's higher than you in title. And the question for you, before we come even to the measurements of tabernacle, what is the sizes of the court of the tabernacle? I'm very proud of you if you give the answer. Well, the sizes of the width is 50 and the length of the court is 100 cubits. And this is Egyptian sizes of any plot of the land that the person gets to grow his crops.
Full-size tabernacle and its court, Samaria. We spent few days in this amazing place, studying its proportion. Fascinating. Rectangular face of the courtyard. Each pole is 1 to 1 cubit, a standard human size. Do you remember a person with a stretched up hand? 10 such guardians on the west and the east, and 20 from the south and the north. How many people do you need to measure its length? That's right, 50 cubits. It's 12 adults and 1 child. First thing you see entering the court is altar of sacrifice. Perfect square, 5 to 5 cubits. It's a personal space where you feel comfortable. 5 poles guard the entrance to Kodesh, holy place. Why 5? Watch the previous video. Height is doubled comparison with other poles. Torah doesn't give us a size of laver or menorah, only what it made from. Menorah is 1 talent of gold. Table of showbread, 2 cubits length and 1 width. Open your arms and you will embrace 3 sides perfectly. This high construction is support for the loaves. They are huge and square, 1 to 1 cubit. 12 loaves representing 12 tribes. Can't wait to tell you more about the symbols. Covering of the holy place divided into 5 strips, 4 cubits each strip. Count. This is 5 people on this side, and over in the most holy place cover is another 5 people. We met this number before. These 50 hooks and 50 blue loops connect 2 pieces together over the veil. Golden altar, the same square as the poles, 1 to 1, but their length is 2 cubits. Why? Watch the previous video and follow us for the new insights. The main object of the sanctuary is hidden behind this veil, in the most holy place, perfect cube with the edge of 10 cubits. Ark of the Covenant only furnishing that doesn't belong to the human world, doesn't have human sizes, 2.5 cubits length and 1.5 width. I spent the morning alone here. I will never forget that time.
I hope you feel stimulated to study about Tabernacle and know more about this mysterious, beautiful place where God meets with human, and human can feel comfortable, can feel at home at God's house. Hope the intrigue to find more about who God is in our human measurements is sparkled by you. God bless you.